one thing of using boots is hard to take out. But you got a safety, but it's hard to take out. It worked just fine. Okay. Uh, one thing of gardening is good soil, and the other important things is irrigation. We're talking about, like, how about if drought comes, summertime, so all your crops just died. So one thing to have a rain bucket is very rain big container for catching rain. It's really very good thing to have. And rainwater is number one for your like that one, the rain bucket. But if we got more bigger than that, is really good. So, and rainwater is number one water for you, for person too, to drink, and for the plants also. So, and another thing, mulch. Really mulch your plants after you plant it, mulch, because that really save a bunch of watering. It keeps the ground moist all the time if you got some mulch on it. It doesn't matter if it's wood chips or if you have hay. Hay is very expensive, so I go for leaves. It's free. So mulch it with leaves. It just works perfectly. Always mulch the plant so that it saves you time on watering, and it's really good for the microorganism on the ground. It will not. It's always there because they like it moist. It doesn't mean it's dried up, and it's kind of like if it's drought, everything died. The microorganism too is the same thing. There's no life if there's no life if there's no water. That's the thing. So mulch is number one. I really recommend mulch after planting. I hope I share a good tips. if I can remember more tips, so more tips for next time. But so far, right now, that's mulching is really important on new plants. Thank you. D&D Garden, yard garden. Oh, today I'm gonna share how I bought one parsley in the store, just one. And this entire little bitty bucket up here, there's so many plants in it. It's just stuck together. What I do, I separate it in pieces. I mean, making sure that there's a roots on it, like this one. I separate it like that, put it in the ground. That's what I did last year, and it works. And that's what I do it again. Save me a lot of money for one little bucket. I got 6 plants. I make 6 plants of this one. So that's what I do. Just like that. Water it good. See, on this, I still got some right here. So I still gonna plant this one in the another side right here. It works. I just only bought one plant and I got 6 plants in it. But you need to make sure you water it every single day while the plant is still not really established. You water every single day. Water until it's really survive good. Just like that. All my transplanting, I don't dig. I just use this common yarn compost to cover it on the roots, just to plant it. Just water it good. You'll be surprised. It poured back up, and I got 6 plants on one little bitty pot. I hope I share a good tip, saving some money. Happy gardening. And one little bitty pot, I make 6 little bitty plants like this. Another thing you can do, you can put this one in a little, you know, it's kind of like you put it in a little pot if you want to separate one by one. But me, I just go ahead directly to the ground. You can repot it into a small pot. One plant in each pot, in each little bitty pot. You can do that too. But me, I just put it directly on the ground, and I just come down here, water it every single day. Every single day, because this one right here is kind of loose, so water it every single day. So I'm talking about parsley, still with parsley, because I only bought one pot and I split it, divided it, and some of them I put it directly on the ground, but some of them I repot it. Because sure, when you do that, there's a root. When you divide many plants, you know, make sure there's a root. And I repot this one by one. So as I can see, it's really growing high. This is about parsley. In one pot, I divided it. As far as when you divide plants, make sure there is roots to it. Some of them I put it in the ground, but some of them I repot it one by one. See this one right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's seven individual plants. So I always do that. I try to save some money as much as I can, and I try to make more plants in one little bitty pot if I can. If I bought some plants that there's 2 seedlings in it, I just divide it, make it into 2 plants. That's what I do on parsley, particularly parsley. Like you buy chives, also the same thing. There's so many little seedlings in one pot, in one little bitty pot. So what I do is divide it, and some of them put it in the ground. That's what I did. And some of them I repotted it. So, but make sure water it every single day until the plant is established. When we just newly transplant anything, water it every single day. Because once it dry, that's it. Once the plant is established, that's a good thing. It's lesser work there. So I hope I share a good tips on what I learned. I share what I learned. What is not successful garden. Try to share it to you guys. Right, happy gardening. I got one lesson learned today. When I come in early in the morning, check my plants and watered it, I realized this one right here is a squash, on the other side of squash. This one right here is eat up because it was covered up by leaves. It covered up with roly-poly. I don't know if you know what roly-poly, but it's covered up with really roly-poly. They call it roly-poly. So I learned that when you just newly plant, do not mulch it yet, especially a thick mulch of leaves like this one. Just I want it exposed because the roly-poly will really get into it under the leaves. So that's lesson learned today. So I got right here, I get up 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plants get it up by roly-poly. But I'm not really worried that too bad. I still got more seedlings to replant on this one already. I hope I shared a good lesson today.